Hello, everyone. My name is Francine Sayok from the International Seed Federation. This is week 5 of working from home for us as we are following the government advice in Switzerland, where our organization is based. Today, I am joined by 2 of my colleagues to give us an update on the status of seed movement globally. This is an important topic because during this time of crisis, countries must ensure the long-term stability of food supply for their population. And to make this happen, farmers must continue to get access to quality seed in order to grow crops in the upcoming planting seasons so that food continues to be available for people like you and me. So to get the ball rolling, I'd like to ask the ISF newcomer to introduce herself. Dr. Rose, please.
Thank you, Francine. So my name is Rose Souza Riches. I do have a PhD in plant pathology, specializing in molecular plant virology, and I'm the seed health manager here at the International Seed Federation.
Good morning, or what I don't know, it's good afternoon, or wherever you are listening this nice recording. I'm Szabolcs Schutner from International Seed Federation, and I'm working and responsible for regulatory affairs. I'm working for ISF since 5 years.
Thank you, Dr. Szabolcs. I'd like to continue with you a little bit here. To come up with the information on the status of seed movement globally, could you walk us through the process that ISF took, and what was your experience with this exercise?
ISF released a statement in which actually we asked the support of governments to facilitate the international movement of seeds as a part of the agricultural value chain, and obviously to maintain the food supply in these critical times. And this statement was resonated well with our members. Many of them are amplified our messages. And this basically gives us and encouraged us to move forward. And we felt the need to gather a little bit more information, to zoom in to the respective country situations. We did it basically because of 2 objectives. Once it gave us more information to target our messaging a little bit more specific and clearer manner when we are approaching our national and international organizations mainly. And also we wanted to reshare this information with the national seed associations to enable them to leverage the best practices of other countries are using, so they probably can implement those ones and can respond to this crisis in a way so they don't have to reinvent the wheel, but they can use some already existing practices. And we got a lot of feedbacks, which is very positive. And based on this feedback, we are put together a 20-pager document, which basically gave a deeper analysis on the situation of the different countries and regions.
Now let's talk about what we've learned from the countries. So the next question is for both of you. And let's start with the positive pieces of information that you've received from the countries. What were they? Maybe Dr. Rose, you could start.
Yes, thank you so much, Francine, for giving the opportunity. So what we learned from the survey that my colleague has very eloquently explained is that some of the positive aspects is that seed production and farming has been considered by most governments actually to be an essential part of the food chain, which means that in some countries, they have set up things like green lanes to be able to facilitate the movement of seeds and some other goods which are related to the food chain. So there's a very good positive thing that the seed production, farming in general has been considered to be an essential part during such a difficult situation that we found ourselves now. So to be able to talk a bit more about some other positive aspects that has been found, I will pass it along to my colleague to be able to discuss a little bit more about some of the other positive aspects that we found during the survey.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Rose. I think what it's important, if you are seeing the national seed attrition aspects, that they managed to find all the communication channels to their government. So they responded very, very quickly, and most of the governments were receptive to their suggestions. So I think this is a very positive message that our NSAs, National Seed Associations, have a good capacity to reach out to their national governments, and those communications are working properly. If we see the company sides, what was very positive that basically all companies who responded managed to adopt the operation to this new situation. So meaning they implemented safety measures, new working orders, so it's partly home-based, and they try to limit the number of persons who need to be physically in their operations. But doing that, they pretty much able to keep the level of operation what they had in normal times. So I think it was very crucial knowledge that the working and operation are going on despite of the difficulties what this new situation brought to the companies.